RV living is an amazing way to travel, and those who RV full-time, most time, or as snowbirds get to spend more time exploring the places they go to.
But it's about more than that. It's about meeting people and creating a family along the way.
Today we're going to show you more of our travels to Magnolia Beach, Texas, and the location-independent community that we now belong to.
Just one more reason we love this RV lifestyle. On this episode of Roaming with Rosie.
"14 days of dreamlike free camping 15 feet from the water in Magnolia Beach, Texas was quickly coming to an end. With internet issues behind us, our full-timers internet bundle from Mobile Must Have, along with service from Verizon, provided a really good signal, which allowed us both to get some work done without interruptions. Except for the fact that there was a beautiful view of the bay right outside most of our windows. In our last episode, we shared that Magnolia Beach is one of the best RV destinations in the U.S. Besides being free, it's one of the few beaches that a large or low clearance RV can drive on easily. Although there's lots more free camping in the area, this is where you'll find most of the big RVs. Our favorite thing so far about RV living is making friends, and that's especially true among the full-time, most-time, retiree, and snowbird populations. This isn't a vacation, this is real life. Often where you are and where you're headed next is flexible, and usually you're not trying to cram everything you want to see and do into a limited time period. Unless, of course, the place you're staying has a limited time allowed. Camping on Magnolia Beach in Texas is totally free, but there is a 14-day rule and it's pretty firm. Stay much longer and you'll be noticed, especially if you have a big green Skoolie. Otherwise, Tammy and Garen didn't have anywhere they had to be by any certain date. We met Tammy and Garen on their last day in Magnolia Beach. But before they had to go, they gave us a tour of their home, the 5150 tour, which is her name. Hello.
Come on in.
Hi.
Good morning.
This is Tammy.
Hello.
And we're interviewing them because they have this totally cool bus. Is the bus's name Margaritaville?
5150 tour.
5150 tour, that's right.
It was our favorite band, Van Halen, and the year, our ages when we bought the bus.
Right, that's right. And that's a police code, right?
Had to be insane to go do this.
Okay, so want to show me around a little bit?
Well, sure.
What you got here? Let me start with, so you guys are leaving today. How much of this has to come out for you guys to drive?
So we do, of course, take the front stuff down, the TV and the movies all lay down in the back, and that's
Okay.
it. Everything else stays up. Well, the jackets and the pillows. But,
Right.
Yeah.
And oh, I love the hat thing there. That's
Yeah.
so cool. And then what's the story with this stove? I hear it has a really cool story.
It is. Garen had a fabricating shop, and one of his workers had that at his house, and he was using it as an ashtray. This stove was built between, I think it was like 1913 and 1917.
How cool.
So yeah, so it's a full functioning, wood stove. We burn it in the wintertime or whenever we're cold, and it heats everything up in here.
And then you guys put in the ceiling.
We did. We put in the ceiling. We stripped everything. It was a full functioning school bus, so we stripped it all and put in a futon. Grandkids are here or whatever. We have a spot.
And
Did
I
all
love
for
this.
Our sideboard. Yep, our
I
storage.
love that. That is so cool. And is it attached to anything or just set?
It is down on the floor, on the base of it. He attached the base
Okay.
just so it wouldn't slide, wiggle and stuff. But it's so heavy, it's not going to go anywhere really.
And then
And
your
then
big,
our sink.
your
Yep,
farm
we did a
sink.
big farm sink, and then we did our faucet. So when we're at the beach, this actually swings outside, and you can hose off outside of the sand and everything, not track it in.
so smart.
I know. And then of course we both like to cook, so we did the big cook stove, and all our
Nice.
spices and fun stuff.
This was
This
just
is granite. Yep, this is just a cutting board from home, the piece of granite that we brought here to have, so we'd have it, and
a piece of your home.
piece of home. And of
This
course-
storage is really nice too.
Yeah. We bought the two cabinets, and then Garen built the middle thing in between to put the stove in the middle for us. So.
Oh, and there's a story with the branding irons, right?
So, yep, the branding irons were both from farming and ranching families. So this branding iron was Garen's grandparents and stuff. And when Grandpa retired, Garen bought the brand and continued it and stuff. And this one was my mom and dad's branding iron. So on this side is the composting toilet. So
we asked these guys how come they didn't have to go dump tanks. Because they have the pot composting toilet. And then you have more room for water or gray.
Right, yeah. We have 145 gallon fresh water and then 135 gallon gray tank.
Cool.
So makes it to where boondocking is a lot easier. We don't have to move a lot. So.
Yeah, like
And then this side is just the little shower here on this side.
Nice.
So I've got it.
And tiled it all.
Tiled it all and did all that. And then back in the back is the bedroom.
And you have the closet over here where you can hang things.
Yep, the back closet is on rails. Garen built that so it slides out and I can actually get to the hangers and then it slides back in.
Nice, really smart. And is this a fan or?
Nope, it is the escape hatch. We left that in, but I just put that in, kind of blocks the heat a little bit.
Right.
That pulls out, but we can open that at night. You can see the stars, or you can get up to the solar panels and stuff. So.
And you got a little entertainment center.
TV back there, yeah.
And then Garen gets a closet over here. And I love the theme that you've got going. I was kind of feeling like a old hippie now.
Yep.
Living on the beach.
I know.
So this is just beautiful.
Thank you. We love it. We enjoy it.
How long did it take you to build it?
It took us about 1.5 years because both of us were working full time. So when he would come in, we'd work a day or two when he was home, and then he'd take off again, and then so just here and there. So.
And then you sold everything.
We sold everything and started traveling. I retired in June, and he retired in September, and we took off in November.
Perfect.
And here we are.
Awesome. Where are you headed next?
We are headed to Louisiana right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, it's really great to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry we met you so late. They're leaving.
That's all right. Well, it was fun. When you make fast friends. That's the cool thing.
Exactly. Well, good luck. Safe travels.
Thank you. You too.
It wasn't hard to convince friends Aaron and Tina from YouTube channel JonesN2Travel to meet up with us here, but making the time was another story. They travel all over the country for his business, but we kept trying to meet for some camping time. When we were within a few hundred miles of each other, we convinced him to take a break and come on down to the beach. Tina was thrilled to spend some time down here and just enjoy the beach and hang out for a bit. They drive a Volvo heavy-duty truck known as an HDT that has a sleeper cab and a platform so they can drive their smart car right up onto it. Their RV itself is a 45-foot fifth-wheel toy hauler. The total length of their setup is 70 feet. They can't just park anywhere. To go along with their big RV life is Maggie, who seems to love living the RV lifestyle. This gentle giant Great Dane weighs 135 pounds, but she also fits in the smart car. Socks the cat merely tolerates it. If you've been following us, you may know that Aaron is the mobile RV tech. He specializes in installation of Pro-Tang RV fire suppression systems and does custom solar installs. He installed our Victron system with our Lion Energy lithium batteries and our solar panels. We do affiliate with the mobile RV tech, and we'll put a link down in the description.
This is what happens when you try to give the mobile RV tech a vacation.
That's right. He works anyway.
And this is what happens if you leave your husband and him chatting.
Yeah, we'll be able to run our AC off our batteries now.
Because we may need we may need that AC where we're headed right now.
We need it next week.
Maybe today.
Or today, yeah.
Like Monday.
Yeah, we can hear it. That wave's going to be really big.
However, the most exciting local entertainment in Magnolia Beach did get Aaron and Jamie to take a break and watch the action.
It's big enough displacement. It's pulling that water out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Water out. It's like, just like a tsunami.
This is like a tsunami. Look at that guy.
This would be, you're going away for those and then you could boogie board.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, here it goes. Here it goes.
next day was cool and rainy, so we went into nearby Port Lavaca for a bite to eat at this quirky little restaurant. Then we showed them Lighthouse Beach Park, which we had brought Dexter to previously. It offers 55 beautiful full hookup sites and great amenities right on the water. There's also a small beach with shade covers and a huge newly rebuilt fishing pier.
Is it a catfish?
The 2,200-foot boardwalk from the beach to the bird tower offers plenty of learning tools about the nature in Lavaca Bay, perfect for full-time RV families.
Between a river and the sea. White pelicans, we've seen those. We've seen the laughing gulls. And I think we've seen brown pelicans.
The park is also home to a really cool water park as well as a public pool. Both are open seasonally to cool off in the hotter months. We also took a walk with the Jones, including Maggie, down to Indianola Pier Park, just a few miles down Ocean Drive.
There's some water.
My goodness.
It's important to pay attention to the weather when you're RVing. Here on the Texas coast, it can change rapidly. Even if there aren't storms expected, high winds can cause expensive damage to your RV's slides and awnings.
Right now the wind's about 10 miles an hour. It's supposed to get up to about 30 by noon. It's 9:45 right now.
One morning there was no wind at all and the bay in front of us was peaceful and calm. 20 minutes later, this is what it looked like.
Things changed greatly in the last 20 minutes. This is what we were hearing the other night. All kinds of advisories today.
On our last night on the beach with Aaron and Tina, we experienced the strongest winds so far. Good morning, roamers. We were woken up in the middle of the night by what I thought was a tornado until I saw the sky was clear, but the wind was shaking this thing like I've never felt before, even out in Quartzsite. During that time, the water came up really high. Just being driven by the wind, it wasn't like the tide came up. Aaron and Tina, JonesN2Travel, they had, you can see the water went all the way up to their rear tires. Gosh. Wow. We've never had that happen before where I couldn't shut the door.
So this is what we deal with quite frequently in Magnolia Beach, especially in the spring. So I don't know if that's just in the spring, but it's better than sitting here when it's too hot and humid. I've been using the RV for shelter, so if you figure out which way the wind's coming, I can stand right here. And it's completely blocked, so, and we're in the shade without putting the awnings out, so it's okay. It's still, you're still at the beach and it's still free, right?
Our 2 weeks of beach camping for free on Magnolia Beach was ending. Just getting to be here and experience this would have been enough. However, there was also so much of historical significance that began here, and it connected to the other locations we visited so far on this RV trip. Being in the actual locations where past events took place is a perfect way for full-time and part-time RV families to enjoy teaching and learning history and about the environment here. Texas does a really good job with their historical trail markers. We were able to stand in a spot and visualize the triumphs, the tragedies, and the bravery of those whose stories began here. The RV lifestyle is a great way to explore places, but it's about more than that. It's about the people you meet during your travels and creating a family of friends you meet up with on the road.
Bye-bye, Magnolia Beach. Would you come here again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Even though we were sad to leave, we know we'll be back. Corpus Christi and the beach areas of Port Aransas, Mustang Island, and Padre Island National Seashore are our next destination. We hope you'll join us.
Hey roamers, we hope you've really gotten some useful information out of this video.
And if you enjoyed it, you'll want to share it with your friends and family.
And if you're not yet a subscriber, make sure and hit that subscribe button.
And do ring that bell, because that way you'll be notified each time we upload a new video.
And make sure to leave a comment, that way you can be part of the conversation.
Until next time.
We'll see ya.
ya.